Today we are assembling a flower drawstring pouch with 2 granny squares, and the flower is 3D. And this pouch is about 10 cm wide and 12 cm tall. And you can find the free written pattern, it's linked below in the description. If you enjoy this tutorial, please leave a like or comment to let me know. Thank you, and let's get started to the materials. So for this project, you can use any squares you want. I'll be using my flower granny squares that I made last tutorial. I will put the link with that tutorial in the description. I'll also be using the easy cotton yarn with the baby pink color and the snow white color. And I'll also be using a 3.5mm hook and a yarn needle, scissors. First, we're going to quickly make a slip knot, and we're going to place on the side. Now we'll hold 2 granny squares up so they are back to back. Make sure the right side is facing out. And we're going to attach the slip knot first and then do a slip stitch across the stitches. We'll start our first stitch here after the chain space. And if you see the project from the top, we have 2 lines of the V's, and we'll be going through only the middle part of the loop. So that's the back loop of the closer square and the front loop of the other square. And I'll place our slip knot in the back. Now with our hook, we'll insert our hook into the V of the first stitch after the chain space. Then over to the other square, we'll up through the V of the first stitch after the chain space and insert our hook into the slip knot and pull it through. And we're going to chain 1. So yarn over and pull it through. Then we'll go to the next stitch and we'll go into the V of the closest square. Then go over the front loop of the other square and yarn over, pull it through, and pull it through the loop on your hook. And we'll continue with slip stitching our stitches like that. Once we reach the corner, we'll still do slip stitch into the V's on 2 chains of both squares. We are going to continue doing slip stitch until the last stitch. Now I'll quickly finish my last stitch before the chain space. And we are going to start our first round. We'll insert our hook into the chain space and then do a slip stitch and chain 3. And this 3 chain count as our first double crochet. Then we are going to do 1 double crochet into the same chain space. Now we have 2 double crochet. Then we'll continue doing double crochet in each stitches all the way until the other side. Now I'm at the stitches before the chain space, and we'll do 2 double crochet into the chain space. And we can turn to the other side, and we'll do 2 double crochet into the chain space as well. Then we'll continue doing double crochet in each stitches all the way until the last stitch. Now I am at my last stitch, and we're going to do 2 double crochet into this last chain space. Now we should have total of 32 double crochet for this round. Now insert our hook into this space and to do a slip stitch and pull it tight. Before we start our second round, we're going to fasten off to finish this round and getting ready to change the other color. Now we can just cut the yarn here, then pull it out. Don't forget to leave about 10 cm tail. You can attach the first round the way you want. Now I'm going to quickly do a slip knot to attach the first round. And we're going to place it at the back here. So insert our hook to this space and insert our hook into the slip knot. Then pull it through and we're going to chain 3. These 3 chain count as our first double crochet, and we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. In the meantime, we're going to carry the tails together, or you can hide the tails at the end. Now yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, and we're going to put 2 tails on top of the hook. Yarn over and pull it through, and we'll continue to finish our double crochet. Now I have 2 double crochet, and we'll continue with the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into the V, and we'll put these 2 tails on the hook. Yarn over and pull it through, and we're going to continue doing the double crochet. Now the back look like that. And we're going to continue doing double crochet all the way to the end. Now I've finished my last stitch, and we're going to slip stitch to finish this round. For the third round, we're going to chain 3 first, and we'll skip 1 stitch and do a slip stitch on the next V. And we're going to chain 3 again and skip 1 stitch, then do a slip stitch on the next V. Now our edge look like that, and we're going to do this one more time. So we'll chain 3 and skip 1 stitch and do a slip stitch on the next V. And we're going to continue all the way around until the end. Once we reach the end, we'll do a slip stitch and then fasten off to finish this round. Now we have finished our body part of the pouch, and here's my yarn for the drawstrings. Now we start with the slip knot. And we're going to chain 50. You can do more chain if you want a longer drawstring. Now we have our first drawstring, and it's about 30 cm long. And now we can just fasten off to finish this drawstring, and don't forget to leave about 10 cm long, and we'll continue to do one more drawstring. So once we have our 2 drawstrings, we can put them into our pouch. So first, we'll place our pouch like that. We're going to put our yarn needles through our pouch. Now we can grab our needle and thread one of the tail into the needle. Now we can rotate our pouch like that. We can see here have a big space at the edge, and we're going to go into the second double crochet from the left side and behind 2 double crochet and out the space, then pull the drawstrings through And then we'll go over to double crochet and under to double crochet and pull it through, and over 2 and under 2 again, then pull it through, and we'll continue to doing the same thing. Once we reach the other side, we're going to pull the drawstring through and leave about 5cm ends here, and we turn to the other side, and we can continue go over to double crochet and under to double crochet until the end. And we just make sure the ends are even. Now we are going to put our second drawstring in, but from the opposite side. We are going to flip our pouch like that. Now our first drawstring ends are on the top. We're going to go with our needle under those same stitches. So we're going to follow our first drawstring. Once we reach the other side, we'll pull the string through and leave about 5cm end. And we turn to the other side, and we're going to continue until the end. Now we have finished our drawstrings, and if you want to close your pouch, just grab both ends and pull, and it should close up. Now our last part is to weaving our loose ends, and if you want to, you can make a knot on the string ends. You will make it more secure. And we'll cut the tail and leave about 1cm. And we're going to weave the other tails. I'm going to use this one as an example. I'll hide it in the back here. We'll go under this loop here. And pull it through. And we can go as far as we can to make the tail more secure. And we'll turn around and go back to this direction. Now it should be secure, and we can cut off the tail. And with this pink tail, we'll put it inside the pouch first, and hide it under those pink loops. Now we can continue to hide all the loose ends. Now we have hid all the tails. Now I will try to put the earphone case into the pouch and close it up. Okay, that's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you did, please leave a like or comment and subscribe. And let me know if you have any question in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.